Hello Raider Nation, and welcome back to Raider Homer's Phone Blitz. This week, the Blitzers are predicting who will be the most valuable player on offense, defense, and special teams. I'm predicting that Carr is going to be the most valuable player on offense in his second year under Gruden, especially considering that Carr was in the MVP race in his second year under Musgrave. Last year, Carr threw for 4,049 yards, 19 touchdowns, 10 interceptions, with a 93.9 passer rating while being sacked 51 times. With Gruden being a much better play caller than Musgrave, coupled with the offseason additions on offense, I see Carr passing for 4,500 yards, 30 touchdowns, no more than 15 interceptions with a 95-plus passer rating. Sure, AB is going to have a great year also, but Carr distributes the ball to all of his receivers. So this is going to be his year. On defense, I see LaMarcus Joyner being the MVP. With his ability to play strong safety, outside cornerback, and in the slot, Joyner is going to be all over the field. He's a great tackler and covers well also. We've needed a guy like Joyner since Seawood retired. Look for him to have 70 to 80 tackles with 4 or 5 interceptions and a lot of passes defensed. On special teams, look for Dwayne Harris to have another great year for us. The man is the most intelligent returner I've ever seen on the Raiders. Ever. When I saw him touch the ball with his foot out of bounds versus KC, I was pissed. But he taught me something that day. When he picked up the ball at the one versus Denver, that was one of those no, yes moments. The man is brilliant. I will never question him again, ever. I see him getting another punt return for a touchdown and a kickoff return for a touchdown this year. And there you have it, Raider Nation. Those are my 3 MVP predictions. So thanks for watching, and I hope to hear from you in the next episode.
This is the Prez, calling on behalf of the Raider Nation in Tennessee, Memphis that is. I want to give my opinion on who I think is going to be the offensive and defensive player of the year. If I was a gambling man, I would like to think for offense, I'm looking for Brown to do something for obvious reasons, and I'm looking for Carr to be a most improved quarterback. I just have that feeling. As far as like defense is, as far as our front line, I'm looking for Maurice Hurst and my gut feeling to be dominant. And if DJ Hall bulks up a little bit and learns his technique, he'll probably better as well. The rookie guys, I'm impressed, but I'm going to go on a limb and say AB and Maurice Hurst. There you have it from the Prez. Thank you so much, and I am happy to be on the Blitz. Raider Nation, let's see what happens.
Hey, what's up, Raider Homer? This is Raider's Voice calling you again to give you my little input about the coming 2019 season. I'm going to give you like a little prediction for the best offense, defense, and special teams. But before that, I want to wish you Happy Mother's Day to you and to all Raider Nation. And so let me start talking about my predictions. I think the best offense duo is gonna be Antonio Brown and Derek Carr. I think we're gonna be really explosive, and that will be a major step up from last year. Plus, we have other players, Williams and this other guy, J.J. Nelson from the Cardinals. So I think we're going to be legit. Defensive players, I think, what's his name? The new defensive guy, Max, what do you call him? Mad Max. That guy's going to be pretty great. I think he's going to step up and he's going to start playing right away. And for special teams, I think Dwayne Harris is going to continue what he started last year. And what we need to do something about it, or actually they have to step up, is kicker and punter, man. I mean, we kind of suck. We actually suck at that. So we used to be elite in that area, and now it's pretty bad. But I guess, you know, all they can do is keep practicing, try hard, and if it doesn't work out, we gotta get new players. But other than that, I think everybody's gonna do better than last year. Everybody is gonna step up. We got new players, new attitude, new energy, and I think it's gonna be a great year. I'm predicting 10 wins. I agree with you. I think we're gonna be legit, and so I'm excited about it. So that's pretty much what it is, man. Like I said, happy Mother's Day. You know, shout out to all Raider Nation, and we'll keep in touch. Go Raiders.
Hey, this is Dave, the Raider fan, calling with my prediction for Raiders offensive MVP in 2019. And I'm going to say that it should be Derek Carr. If it's not, we will all be really mad at him and probably looking at taking Justin Herbert in the draft next year. Because I definitely believe that Derek Carr was not the problem last year, despite all the opinions that the Raiders should draft a quarterback this year. But they didn't. Instead, they decided to continue to build around Derek Carr. He had over 4,000 yards last year, 68% completion percentage, and what else? There's more. Well, he only had about 19. Oh, yeah. He had less than 15 interceptions as well, but he only had 19 touchdowns on the year, and he got sacked a lot. How often he gets sacked is not necessarily the fault of the quarterback. Sometimes it is. Sometimes it's just a bad offensive line. The Raiders obviously had two rookies at tackle, so and Kelechi Osemele was injured. So the Raiders had a lot of problems on the offensive line. Certainly getting sacked a lot is probably the result of the offensive line, not Derek Carr and bad management on the field. And then obviously Amari Cooper was dogging it for most of the year with the Raiders, got traded to the Cowboys and looked like an MVP caliber player. So whatever that was all about. Now the Raiders got Antonio Brown from the Steelers. They signed Terrell Williams, a good deep threat, and they drafted Josh Jacobs and Foster Moreau, both good pass catchers, one as a running back, the other as a tight end, as well as Hunter Renfrow, a slot receiver, to go with Marcel Aitman and J.J. Nelson. So there's a lot of weapons in place for the Raiders. And obviously they beefed up the offensive line somewhat questionably by paying $22 million to a right tackle, Trent Brown. But that's kind of the way Gruden's offense works. So I'm not angry about that. I think they paid him that much because it was difficult to attract free agents to Oakland right now when they're moving to Vegas. So they had to overpay a little bit, but Trent Brown is still a quality starter on the right side, and along with Gabe Jackson and Rodney Hudson, the right side of the line looks like it's going to be fine. The big question mark is Colton Miller at left tackle and whoever is going to be at left guard. So that's why Derek Carr is and should be the offensive MVP in 2019. And I think the Raiders have enough talent to finish at least 10-6, maybe better, maybe worse. If they don't win 8 games, even that's underachieving, then Derek Carr is probably going to be looking at getting traded or cut and replaced by Justin Herbert or a quarterback in the draft. But I could be wrong about that. But I firmly believe that we need the Derek Carr of 2016 to lead them to 10 to 12 wins, and they have enough talent right now to do that. But they need to fix they still need help on the left side of the offensive line, and that's just concerning to me right now. Bye.
Raider Homer, this is Houston Raider Steve. I just want to tell you my offensive player that I think is going to make an impact, obviously, is the gentleman we drafted, Jacobs, out of the running back out of Alabama. He's a playmaker. He's explosive the way he can make plays up the middle, around the edges. He's just amazing. I think he's going to be another Darren McFadden / Marcus Allen type runner. He's explosive. I was so pumped up when we got him in the draft, man. Everybody in the restaurant knew, hardly anybody was there, but everybody knew that I was here. We got this great pick. He's the one I slotted to get at number 24. So glad Philadelphia or the Texans didn't get him. Philadelphia moved up. I thought, he's going to go be a Philadelphia Eagle. He's going to be a playmaker. He's going to be in the running for Rookie of the Year. He's just explosive. He runs hard. There's nothing like it, you know. We haven't seen that since Darren McFadden in 2008, first round. Man's a player. It's going to be exciting to watch this year. He's the one. Defense, got to go Jonathan Abram. People say, you know, when people used to fear the safeties of the Raiders, you know, and the cornerbacks was Jack Tatum, George Atkinson, and also Lester Hayes and Mike Haynes. So I think all these, he's that good. This guy on this TV show in the mornings and everything said that he was talking to him and he says, this guy's a real deal. This guy's a hitter. When was the last time somebody was intimidated being hit by a Raiders defensive player? It's been a while. As we all know, he's going to bring the swagger and he's going to be feared. He knows that receivers know if they go across the middle, he's going to hit them one. You know, right underneath the chin strap. He's going to be great. My special teams player has got to be the kicker, Daniel Carlson. We let go of Eddie Pinero. Pinero's been traded, and I think this guy, he's going to put us in a lot of positions to win games. And no, I don't think we're going to bring back Marquette King. That ship has sailed. Great show. Go Raiders. Can't wait till the season starts. I'm pumped up. Can't wait to meet you and all the other great super fans at Raider Homer. You have a great day, and God bless, and go Raiders. We're back, baby!